What's up guys, Afiq here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. So the mid-size pickup truck Ford Ranger has been selling in Malaysia for a very long time. In fact, it was first launched in Malaysia back in the year 1998 as the successor to the Ford Courier. Ever since then, the Ranger has been one of the best-selling pickup truck here in Malaysia. Just like Ford in the US, Ford in Malaysia has also discontinued all their passenger car vehicles, leaving only behind pickup trucks as well as SUV. Today, for the year 2021, Ford has a total of 5 trim levels across 3 engine choices available in the Malaysian market. With so many options to choose from, surely there is a Ranger that fits everybody's taste. Without further ado, this is ABB Automotive. So the 5 trim level that's now available in our market here in Malaysia for the Ford Ranger is the XL, XLT, XLT Plus, the Wildtrak, as well as the top of the range Raptor. Although at the time of the shooting of this video, a new special edition variant has been made available in our market, which is the Raptor X. Starting off with the base model, which is called the XL variant, that comes both in a single or double cab configuration. So this variant is powered by a 2.2-liter TDCI 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine that produces 160 horsepower with 385 Nm of torque. The single cab can only be had with a 6-speed manual, while the double cab can either be had with both the manual transmission or a 6-speed automatic transmission. 4-wheel drive with transfer case is available on all trim levels as standard equipment. Moving up, we have the XLT variant, which is only available as a double cab configuration. So these trim levels uses the same engine as well as transmission as the lower XL model. Next up, we have the XLT Plus, or also known as the Limited. Here, it is powered by a new 2.0-liter single-turbo 4-cylinder diesel engine that produces a higher 180 horsepower with 420 Nm of torque. This engine is also paired to a newer 10-speed automatic transmission. Here, all variants above the XLT features the same 10-speed automatic. Moving up to the second from the top of the range is the Wildtrak variant. So the Wildtrak variant features a 2.0-liter bi-turbo 4-cylinder diesel engine. This engine produces 213 horsepower with 500 Nm of torque. This same powertrain on the Wildtrak is also featured on the top of the range Raptor variant, making the Raptor and the Wildtrak sharing the same engine and transmission combination. In terms of suspension, all Ford Rangers from the XL trim to the Wildtrak features a double wishbone front suspension with a leaf spring solid axle rear setup. The top of the range Raptor, on the other hand, features a more performance-oriented suspension with an all-around coilover with internal bypass Fox Racing Shocks dampers on all 4 corners. This essentially increases the ground clearance of the Raptor to 283 mm over the regular Ranger's 273 mm of clearance. Besides that, the top of the range Raptor also gets a more sophisticated 4-wheel drive system that includes 5 driving modes. The exterior of the Ranger has always exhibited a tough muscular persona. Even in the base XL model, you still get body color bumper as well as alloy wheels. Out front, the XL, XLT, and XLT Plus shares the same bumper and grille design. The only difference here is that the XL gets a black color grille and a multi-reflector halogen headlight. as well as a bulb-type daytime running light. The upper XLT and XLT Plus, on the other hand, gets a chrome grille finish with projector headlamps, although the XLT is equipped with halogen and bulb daytime running light, while the XLT Plus is upgraded with HID with LED daytime running light. The Wildtrak and the Raptor, on the other hand, gets its own special unique bumper design. The Raptor gets a special performance durable bumper that even comes with twin towing hooks. The Raptor also gets a larger and bolder front grille that spells out the Ford lettering. Moving towards the side of the vehicle, the lower XL model gets black side mirror with door handles, while the XLT and the XLT Plus gets chrome finishing, as well as a power retractable side mirror with indicators. The Wildtrak and the Raptor gets a puddle lamp and special finishes on the door handle and side mirror as well. The Raptor features a rather nice looking air vent located at the front fender. All Ford Ranger is equipped with side steps as standard, but only the Wildtrak gets a roof-mounted roof rail. In terms of wheel sizes, the base XL is fitted with 16 inches, while the XLT comes with 17. The XLT Plus and Wildtrak variant gets the largest with 18-inch wheel, although the design is slightly different. The top of the range Raptor, on the other hand, goes down to a slightly smaller but more tough-looking 17 inches. The Raptor also gets a special side step and a slightly wider body thanks to the larger wheel flare as well as the arc. Towards the rear of the Ford Ranger, it features a large traditional looking tailgate. The base XL model gets a slightly different bumper from the rest of the lineup. All the rear lamps are bulb type and stacked right on top of each other. All Ranger gets a bed liner as well as a 1.18 cubic meter volume of measurement. Only the XLT Plus variant and above gets an easy lift tailgate function. With that being said, the cargo LED light is a standard equipment. The Wildtrak variant gets its own sporty looking sport bar and side steps. The top of the range Raptor also gets its own special looking bumper with towing hooks just like the front. The top of the range Raptor also gets a nice body decal, although the Raptor X Limited Edition features a slightly different decal design over the regular Raptor. Moving from the exterior to the interior of the Ranger, just like the exterior, the interior has a rather macho and straightforward looking dashboard design. Of course, the higher the trim, the more posh materials and color scheme are featured throughout. In the center part of the dashboard, only the XLT Plus and above variant gets this 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system that uses a Sync 3 infotainment system. This system supports both Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto. Also, only on the XLT Plus and above, you get keyless entry with push-button vehicle start, leather upholstery, an automatic dual-zone climate control, and a TFT cluster speedometer display. With that being said, all models except the base XL trim gets leather-wrapped steering wheel, Bluetooth connectivity, cruise control, a rear backup camera, automatic dimming rear view mirror, automatic wipers as well as automatic headlights. The Wild trim, on the other hand, gets used special two-tone leather upholstery with orange stitching. It also gets a driver assistant package that includes adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning, lane departure alert, automatic parallel parking system, as well as autonomous emergency braking. Standard safety equipment on all Ford Ranger includes dual front airbag, stability control, traction control, as well as anti-lock brakes with electronic brake force distribution. The interior of the Raptor also features its own unique finish, but here, instead of the orange stitching on the Raptor, it gets its own blue stitching finish, and the seats are Alcantara leather with a larger side bolstering. The Ford Ranger Raptor is the only one that gets a large magnesium pedal shifter and a chrome foot pedal finishing. The special edition Raptor X adds in the 360-degree camera and a front and rear dash cam. Okay guys, so we're about to demonstrate the parallel automatic parallel parking. So as you can see there, line up 2 Ford Ranger. So there's going to be another Ford Ranger that we're going to park into that spot, and it's going to do it automatically. So this is a fun thing to watch. Okay guys, so we're about to demonstrate the automatic parking feature on the new Ford Ranger. So this feature is available on the Wild Track. Okay, so the system, or what they call switch on by switching this button. Okay, so you switch on that button. Okay, parallel park engage. So what you do is you just put into drive. Okay, drive along a bunch of parked cars. Okay, like what my friend is doing here. Okay, it's detecting is there any spot that the car can fit in. Okay, so it detect the parking spot. Okay, it detect parallel. Sorry, I can't see behind the sticker. Please move forward. Okay, stop. Okay, so you just follow lah, huh? Go to reverse. Okay. Oh yeah, no hands, ma. So it's going into the parking. It's doing it. The car is parking itself. Ah, to the oops, stop. Okay, then you go to drive. Ah, I see. So we are in the parking now. Okay, so we park lah. Ah, itu dia. See guys, this Ford Ranger can park itself. So what's up guys? I'm in the driver's seat of this Ford Ranger. So currently I'm driving the Ranger Wild Track, back to back with the Raptor. I driven the Raptor just now, so now I jumped from the Raptor and then into the Wild Track. So first impression driving any Ford Ranger, like driven this, I've driven the Raptor, and I even driven the lowest spec 2.2 XL. The one thing that I like and that is consistent with all Ford Ranger is the steering. So the steering wheel on the Ranger, on all of them, is consistently lightweighted, but it's not to say like it's light to a point that it's completely numb. You still get some feel to it, but then what this do is that it makes the car actually very maneuverable in a daily situation, like if you go into parking lot or in a tight parking space. It makes the car less daunting to drive. It doesn't make the car heavy. You can just turn the steering with just using one hand. So this is the steering feel is consistent with all the trim levels. So basically, if you buy the cheapest Ranger, the steering feel is consistent with the Raptor. Okay, of course the Raptor has different driving mode that alters the driving characteristic of the car, but then under normal driving condition, all the steering wheel feels the same. Yeah, and then so jumping from the Raptor to the regular Ranger, which is the Wild Track and the trim below, you can definitely feel there is slight difference on how the vehicle handle. So of course, as you know, the Raptor, it has the slightly wider chassis, and it's using that Fox suspension, the performance suspension, and then it's using coil all around, whereas the regular Ranger is using what you call this leaf spring. So you can definitely tell, like in the regular Ranger, just like the typical truck, it has that slightly bounciness to it towards the back, especially if the cargo bay is empty. As you can see, the camera is shaking. But this is common on all pickup trucks, so it's not just the Ranger. But then, if you're talking about bounciness of pickup truck, the Ranger is still one of the more comfortable pickup truck compared to the others. Even though it's bouncy, it's not as bouncy as others in this class. Yeah, so it's livable on day-to-day situation. Yeah, it's not that jarring lah. Yeah. So I'm turning now with just one hand. It's super convenient, like the lightness of the car. The turning radius is also quite good for pickup truck. It's quite tight actually. So in terms of power, the Wild Track and the Raptor is using the same 2.0 liter bi-turbo 4-cylinder diesel engine. Sorry. So this engine produces 213 horsepower with 500 Newton meters of torque. Off the line, I don't know why, but then the Ranger Wild Track feels slightly less heavy. Is there a term I can use? It feels slightly lighter compared to the Raptor, but then this is due to the Raptor being more heavier. The Raptor is over 2 ton in terms of weight. This is slightly less than 2 ton, so this car is lighter than a Raptor. But then if you are accelerating under full throttle, you don't really feel the weight. Only when you're like getting off the traffic light, you know, it feels a bit like the wild track feels lighter. So right now I'm in an empty stretch of road, so I'm just gonna accelerate. Okay, so it's still sprightly. It's still as fast. Don't say, I think it's faster than Raptor maybe because it's lighter. Yeah, so yeah, you still can get Raptor power from the wild track. So the new wild track Raptor also? Yeah. Okay, so the Ranger, wild track and the Raptor is equipped with lane keeping assist. Okay, so this lane keeping assist will steer you back into your lane when you wander out of your lane. But then this system only works above 60 km/h. If you're driving less than 60 km/h, it doesn't detect. Okay. But then the system, it doesn't beep at you, which I wish it was. But then it will steer you back into the lane quietly, subtly, elegantly, if you say. Yeah. So yeah, it's good to know that pickup trucks nowadays have this type of features. Yeah. It makes the pickup truck less, how to say, scary to drive. Okay. So the Ford Ranger on the wild track trim comes with adaptive cruise control, okay, radar cruise control. So this system is adaptive, okay. So you can set your speed on your steering wheel here, like how fast you want to go, and then it will follow the distance of the vehicle in front of you. So if the vehicle in front of you is slowing down, the the wild track will also slow down. So right now, yeah, I set the cruise control at 70. Now it's slowing to 60 because it's following the car in front. Okay, so it works. So this is a pleasant car if you want to use on like highway like that. Okay, so for example, if you like long day of work, you just set the cruise control and then you're on your way. But it does not eliminate you from completely taking your hands off the wheel. You still have to monitor the system. Yeah, okay, like now the car in front of me is accelerating. So the car is, the Ranger now is accelerating. So I'm changing lane. So it's back to 70 km/h. Good system, but this system won't detect traffic light. So a traffic light, you have to stop on your own with the brake. Okay, you have to press the brake. In terms of handling, I can confidently say the Ranger is still at the top of its class. Like the chassis, even in this lower wild track chassis, not the Raptor chassis, it still handles quite good. Okay, it's quite capable, and the ride is also very. Like right now, the road is quite what do you call, a lot of bumps, so it tackles it with a nice floaty motion. Unlike some truck, is very like bouncy like that. Like you jerk front, you jerk to the back. Yeah. So overall, in terms of like chassis and like handling, the Ranger is still at the top of its class. Yeah, and this truck is considered like what? This chassis is more than 5 years. It's almost 10 years already. Yeah, it's amazing actually if you think about it. This what do you call this? 10-speed automatic transmission. It keeps you in the rev band. The logic is quite good, I would say. Oh, the sensor, the motorcycle. Yeah, so this car has a front sensor, by the way. Oh, nice. You can actually still jump this. You don't need a Raptor to jump. You can just buy a wild track. It's like sufficient enough for you to jump around. Yeah. So the 10-speed automatic transmission, because the ratio is so close, so it really keeps you in the power band whenever you feel like accelerating. So when you accelerate, you don't feel the power dip. Okay, it's just like in the power band when you need it, and then if you're just cruising along, it really just brings you down to the lowest gear, hence improving your fuel economy. 10 speed bro, 10 speed. Alright, bro, thank you for today. It's been fun as always. Ford is always fun. Prices for the Ford Ranger range here in Sarawak on the road without insurance start with the XL variant in a manual trim. It will cost you 97,888 ringgit. Moving to the XL manual double cab will cost you 102,000 ringgit, 888 ringgit. The automatic, on the other hand, adds on another 8,000 ringgit. The XLT in the manual transmission will cost you 116,888 ringgit. The automatic, on the other hand, will roughly cost around 123,000 ringgit. Stepping up to the XLT Plus, which is only available in automatic, this truck will cost you 137,388 ringgit. Moving on to the Wild Track, this variant costs 157,000 ringgit, 888 ringgit. The top of the range Raptor is the only mid-size pickup truck that surpassed the 200k price point. Getting a Raptor here in Sarawak will cost you around 230,888 ringgit. Finally, the limited edition top of the range Raptor X adds in another 6,000 ringgit to the price tag. Or Ford Ranger comes with a 5 years or 160,000 kilometer warranty. So with that, we come to the end of this video. If you like that video, do give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel as well as hitting the little small bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I post something new on my channel. I would like to say thank you for watching. Stay safe, take care, and have a nice day.